Hello, welcome back to Roll for Story. We are Roll for Story. We're playing the I, we're playing the Temple of Sun and Moon, and we are gonna hand it over to James to find out what our intrepid adventurers have been up weeks.
Woo.
Oh dear.
Yeah, bit of breakup there from you, Chris. But so what happened last time? We continued on with little Rip Dip. Fought some giant waspy things that like to stab you and inject you if they're young. Very fun. Um, Irina kind of burnt them. Fernice, which is a fire elemental, also burnt them. I shot them with lightning. Sean punched them. And then we managed to get inside the nest, but Rip Dip had ran off ahead. We managed to find him. Turns out he'd been stabbed and injected with some of the young, but we had Dr. Andy on call to sort that problem. Unfortunately, whilst that was occurring, we got attacked by these giant centipede-like things, which seemed to be affecting people's brains when they bit. Not exactly sure what they do because the only person they managed to bite basically shook it off like it was nothing. So we sort of settled down here in one of the nurseries, sort of burning it to crisp to stop more of these things spawning. And now we're pretty much just relaxing a little before we head out to deal with the rest of this nest. And as we like to say, let the gods don't save this queen.
Yes. So, with
Yes.
that, we will head down and deeper into the hive of the flesh pod hornets. So, let's go over here and do that. Alright. So yes, the last thing you saw was these creatures scuttling out of the dark. Seemed like they were like coiled up in these little potholes near the eggs, protecting them. As soon as they sensed something enter into their cavern, they immediately pounced on you. They are now lying roasted on the floor next to Fernice, and she's just sort of stepped over them and she's going about torching all of these other eggs, correct?
Yeah. Better safe than
Oh,
sorry.
so they hit and pop with each one, eventually eradicating all but one.
But one?
Yeah.
Can I pop the last one?
I saved the last one for you, the villain. My last Rolo.
What?
Oh, I was going to give this one a chance to live. See as they could tell the tale. But go ahead.
I whisper to my book, like, does would the egg be of any use?
Perhaps. You hear a voice sort of come to life in your own head. Well, I don't know much about rearing them, but you could certainly try and squish it in. There's not much room left in here. But go ahead.
Wait,
Plop it.
you can get full? Okay.
I can get messier.
I
Starting to not resemble a book at all, but that's fine.
You look like a fabulous book. Don't you worry. Yeah,
All right.
I allow him to climb down my arm and onto the.
Okay, yeah, he picks it up. He doesn't necessarily like squish it in yet. Seems to just sort of be carrying it for now. But it's one of the smaller eggs, we'll say.
Yeah. He's just, just a little snack for on the way.
Sure.
Books get hungry too. We feed on their knowledge. They've got to feed on something.
Right. Yeah. I like the way you put that.
Right, Captain Kashan, which way are we going now? Down the other route, or are we buggering off now we saved this little pipsqueak?
Well, no, I guess the next thing to do would be to finish the job.
Just checking that we are still all, that's the way we're doing it.
Well, I assume that's what we need to do. After all, we're here to gain the favor of them.
Yes, we'll kill the queen.
And
Oh wait, they're still speaking in that strange sort of language, but
and
I think you can
good job
understand
on
it,
the
right?
doctoring, Andy. That was well done.
Yeah, does anyone have any water? My hands are disgusting now.
Oh yeah, I can handle that. I'll use shape water to get some of the water out of my flask and just wash her hands off before,
Thank you.
manipulating the water to get the gunk out and then pulling it back. Probably not going to drink that, but it's not there for drinking. It's seawater anyway.
It's gross.
I agree, but Rip Dip can't help being Rip Dip.
No, but very well done.
I would have not saved him if I had the choice, but
Well-
would rather not another flying thing around.
I can hear you in my thoughts, you know.
I know.
Well, if you didn't treat us as, if you didn't try to make us slaves, maybe we'd care more about you.
But you're such good slaves.
Onwards and upwards, friends.
Okay.
Yay!
I'm just
Right,
going to
almost
speak out
good.
loud to the party because Rip Dip won't understand and go, if I get the chance, I'm pushing him off a cliff.
Do it.
No, you are not. Everybody is so mean today.
So
I
is
don't like being treated as a slave.
It's fine, we aren't
it-
really slaves.
Look, honey. Tasty honey. Mm.
I
is
mean-
everybody good?
I mean, I know I'm handsome, but there's no reason to call me honey.
I'm pretty fine for health.
That joke's explained. Okay. As you enter into this chamber, there's a sweet smell emanating from it, and you can also hear a distant buzzing as well. There's definitely some more hornets deeper into this passage. There's also kind of like this slimy mucus covering the walls. It seems like this is perhaps a honeycomb den where they are feeding their young, the nursery, what you deducted earlier.
Dip my finger in the honey. Honey.
Honey.
Hummy,
Yeah, that's the sound of the buzzing. That's the sound the buzzing is making. It's like, but yeah, you there's sort of syrupy and sort of starts to drop off your finger, but there's a dollop on there,
Does it taste good?
and this stuff tastes way better than the mucus.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. And I'll just write this down. Alright, this tastes way better. Flesh pod, hornet, honey, in the delicious part of the cookbook,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put some in a vial as well.
All right. As Fernese kind of gets closer to it, some of it sizzles and yeah, smells like cooked honey now. She gets like just a closer, she's sort of standing on the threshold of it.
Ooh.
Says, "This stuff isn't flammable, is it?"
Don't think so.
I don't know.
I mean, normal honey isn't.
Honey.
That's okay. I'll tread lightly.
It's one way.
It's flammable.
So organic honey is flammable.
If the pure honey is pure, the matchstick will light.
Well,
Learn something new every day. There you go.
Maybe
So
don't let the person made of flames go near it.
does that wait? If this will catch fire by that, can't we just literally have Fernese walk about on it, burn out the hive, and leave?
She looks at you and she sort of rubs her hands together.
Do it.
Well,
I take a step back.
shall we just test this first, maybe?
Yes! And she walks forwards.
No!
Oh no. So immediately the honey lights up this yellow flame. The smell is intoxicating because it's just like burning sugar into the air. And of course, suddenly you start to hear like tiny little things are dying in there. In the fire, there's like this hissing, popping sound. And before long, you see what's emerging from these little hexagonal yolks almost is these maggots start rising up and their little faces are on fire, they're burning. It's not good.
Oh my god.
These little things emerge and they rush towards the party, but they don't get very far before they kind of burn up and singe.
I mean, I'm still technically on fire for another few minutes. I could have a bit of a run round in there too if I wanted.
Kashan's just kind of stood there like, we come in peace.
We really don't. We've already killed a bunch of them.
Like, is Bernice like walking across the top or sinking in this stuff?
She's kind of stepping along the hexagonal parts, but occasionally she misses her footing and steps deep into it, and then suddenly there's this flare of fire that erupts, as well as a maggot that suddenly rolls over and turns into barbecue.
Okay, you guys need to give me like a 5-foot like running berth here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not getting through.
Yeah, Karis is just like, yeah, step aside, ladies and gents, Irina's gotta burn.
Oh my.
She's only got like 2 minutes, so she's just literally gonna start running around.
Suddenly, something emerges, comes around the corner, scuttles away, do you? Well, you can roll me a dex save, I guess, because this thing was aiming, comes around and aims in the direction of you two, and you can. I think everyone can roll me initiative again, because this is just going into a frenzy right now. These little bugs.
Not bad.
You wanted me to do a deck save, was that?
Yeah, please.
13.
I think that might actually just be on the dot.
Oh.
It is, yeah, it is. Okay. So you only take half of this. Because as you're jumping around, it's like a playground, or perhaps like some of them are a little bouncy, some of them are like this thin membrane across the top, and you manage to kind of bounce off the top like it's a bouncy castle. But as you do, you manage to narrowly avoid some acid that spews onto your leg as this thing emerges from around the corner, it looks like. And you can hear buzzing, whooshing around the side as well. So you take 7 points of acid damage, and let's have initiative up there. Oh boy. Let's go here.
Let's go.
Okay. Can you boy?
Is Kashan gonna have to like roll constitution saves for this burning hot honey he's gonna stand on?
You
Oh.
think
It's
I'm
like that
gonna
walking
stand
across
on that?
coals. Just find your inner peace and you can just stroll across it.
You are all insane if you think I'm going in there.
And it's just like, I got loads of inner peace. Look at me go!
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean, the whole walking on hot coals really doesn't mean much to you, does it? Irina.
Okay.
Like,
Kishan, you're up first.
You grew up in the desert. Surely the hot sand.
Desert is different from hot honey on
Okay.
fire.
Hot honey sounds tasty.
So I guess Kashan is going to hold his action. For if anything comes near, he's gonna bop it.
Alright.
As his turn.
Gotcha. Okay, suddenly that buzzing is accompanied by the familiar yellow and black buzz around the corner at such a speed. It's like they've memorized every twist and turn of this tunnel. As it swoops around, it's gonna go up a little bit. There we go. I guess, Irina, this thing's the first thing it sees. Yeah, let's have it roll an attack. We know how this goes. Oh, we have slam as well, sorry. Slam 15 hit? Yeah, it will.
That does hit, yeah.
Okay, so first things first, you take
Oh,
10 halved, so 5.
did that go against
Yeah.
the
Tries to
Felon?
slam
Sorry.
into its fiery form. And then Fernice can roll me a D.
Oh, okay.
Is it a D10 or something for the damage? For
Yeah,
entering it.
it's a D10. Turn orders.
Okay. So roll.
4 damage.
Okay. 4. So immediately the honey-soaked bee is suddenly set on fire and takes 4 fire. Right. After that, I need you to roll a strength save.
A strength save.
Yeah, it's slammed into it.
Oh, not very well.
Okay, so Fernice does fall over to the ground and just sets the whole floor ablaze.
Oh,
And
God.
then straight after that, the stinger comes in for a 19, which would hit. So you take, again, half. And you haven't got any poison. You don't take poison damage, do you?
Nah, fire elementals are immune, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So it's
That's
another
cool.
6.
Another 6. Sorry, my camera keeps slipping down.
They really need to stop injecting their young into a literal inferno.
Yeah, it doesn't do much, does it? You just hear a little hiss and a popping sound as the venom is injected and just sizzles away outside of the flaming corporal body. All right, that'll end his turn. Andy.
I'm just reading something very, very quickly because I haven't tried this before. Okay. Seeing this, I'm guessing this is much bigger than the previous ones.
They look bigger, but that's probably because of the map. Hold on. Yeah, that's. I'll just make it slightly smaller, but there we
Okay.
go.
So it's like a bog standard size one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Okay.
they look just as mean though.
For the time being, just in case.
This one's underneath.
Then I am going to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Yeah, that'll hit both of them.
Yes, exactly.
Dex save.
I'm going to do it at level 3. I think it's Dex saves.
It is Dex.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my spell save DC.
Oh wow! So they both managed to succeed, but they are still taking half. So 5.
So that's, 5. Didn't go as well as probably from the, oh god, there's another one. Freaked out. Didn't quite get the right angle.
Okay, but it's still there and it will persist there, right?
Yeah, I think, it lasts for, it's a concentration, so.
I think it lasts a minute.
Yeah, concentration up to a minute, 5-foot cube.
Okay. And I know you didn't have a description for it last time, but I'm now imagining that the cloud is sort of less of just smog and grey, but sort of more resembles like maybe a nebula. And
Probably, it could be slowly forming into such because she's attuning to that cloak now.
right, and it's like opening a space within the astral sea, and instead of like just solid daggers, they could be like a constellation of like a dagger.
I like that. Shooting stars.
Yeah. I can't find a good token for it either, but we'll make one. For now, I'll just use this. There we go. All right.
Brace.
Cool. All right, the maggots rush round. If they get close to Fernice, it's pretty much going to spell their deaths. But what they will do is they'll rush around this little corner.
Technically, isn't the room on fire?
Yeah, it is. They're just going to parkour out of the way of it. They can climb on walls, and they will try to get around by squidging themselves up against this wall here, and then they are now in your way, guys. But they have used their action to like dash. They don't look like they're going particularly fast.
And that would pop my action.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna slap him. Or I'm gonna slap one
Right.
of them. Yeah. 24
Oh,
to
that's
hit. 14 points damage.
Yeah, okay. They may be quite a sizable maggot, but they seemingly have no resistance to this. And as you punch through, you don't just like bruise it. Your fist goes through its soft flesh and into its guts. And when you pull your fist back, it's just covered in goop, and you see the creature just curl up and die.
Gross, 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 gross.
Carrier.
I really don't like these things. You don't get these in the ocean, well, not like this, so... yeah, let's go with... No, what? I kind of want these things away from me, so... No, that's not the one I want. That's the spell I want. Is that the one? Yeah, I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave to basically try to blast it back.
Okay.
And that's a 15-foot cube.
Oh.
1, 2.
So it
It won't-
originates from me, so I can't quite hit them. Wait, actually, if I position myself there, will that hit the...
Yeah, you'd have to
I-
like climb on top of the dead grub, but you could do it.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, cool.
Screw it.
Alright. So 15-foot cube originating from you would hit all 3. Right?
Yep. It's a 15-foot cube. So
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Alright.
can do it as a 15-foot cube around me, but I can also do it as a 15-foot cube in front. I think it just originates from me.
Yeah, that's right.
My save isn't a 13. Oh wait, no, it's one of my cleric spells, so yes.
Okay. Well, good news is the grub gets exploded against the wall in just guts.
Hopefully covering Rip Dip in some of that goop.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's caked. In fact, I forgot to roll him onto initiative, in fact. Whoops.
And the others take half, so...
Okay.
Oh wait, no, which is just 7, it's not the 13. I don't know why Booming Blade is still active. So, yeah.
Okay, alright. Whoops. Alright, and the other ones, they pass but take half, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 20, 10.
No, ignore the 13. That was from Booming Blade, which shouldn't be
Oh, right.
active, so it's just the 7.
Okay, 4 it is.
I only did a first level spell.
Gotcha. Okay. That's gonna end your go. Lavan.
I am going to cast Fireball. Because
Get
that's...
over the top, well, sure. I mean,
there's... actually, no.
well, it won't hit anyone who doesn't already have immunity to fire, so you...
Yeah, Irena's
Yeah.
immune, I'm resistant.
And again, I don't want to burn its wings. I want its wings.
No. See, there'll be plenty more wings, don't you worry.
Wait, does this look like it's the queen?
God, no. This is like
Oh, okay.
a warrior stinger. You'll know the queen when you see it.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna normal fireball it then. Ah, that's a good roll.
Alright. Next thing.
And it's just gonna, like, you know, spitty boy.
Oh wow, the stingy boy refuses to go down. Has dodged almost everything, but still a 15, 16, 17 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. It's starting to get burnt up. As for the other one, that is completely just cooked away, and nothing but smoldering legs. Any movement?
I feel fine where I am.
All right then. Bernice is up.
That topped me up to full health. I believe. No.
Bernice.
Oh, it's Fernie. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't got means of going. Touch. 12. Guessing that didn't hit.
I'm a 12. No, that's not a hit, I'm afraid.
Oh wow! Terrible. Terrible.
Ooh,
For this.
Okay, unlucky there. No worries. Rip Dipple here. It's here to save the day. Although he's a bit trepidatious about stepping into the flaming everything. So he will stand here on just the edge and throw his javelin instead. Okay, that didn't that didn't do anything. It just soars past and lands in the honey and sinks into it.
Javelin.
Yeah. And you see as he steps onto some of the honey just at the threshold, you see that his feet go from that kind of earthy, stony texture to a sort of yellow kind of, I guess it looks kind of fluorescent, sort of how these kind of like shine in the light. It almost looks like the skin of like a membrane or something. But then he steps away quickly and then it returns immediately back to Earth. Alright. Irina.
Okay. So first thing I want to do. I'm gonna move to here. And she's gonna take 3 pops at it because the only person in range otherwise is Vernice, and I think she's okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a hit. The last one I'm afraid is a miss.
Dang it! Oh well.
Yeah, I know. know what you're trying to do.
There we go. So that's 29 total.
Okay, that's still a chunk load of damage. As you start to see at this point, it is becoming less confident in its buzzing. Let's say that it's bloodied. So still kind of hovering around, trying to keep its guard up, and looking for something else to sting because clearly this fire elemental is not having any effect with its stabs. All right, at the end of your go, you start to hear more squidgies coming up the tunnel. But they're going to be making their way slowly. Because Sean, you're back up.
I hope that there is just an inferno in front of me, isn't there?
Yeah, almost, yeah. Like everywhere Irina and yeah, everything the light touches is your kingdom.
Basically, the right-hand side is safe, but you've got the buzzy boy there. But everything on the left-hand side is kind of on fire.
Okay, so I can actually, like...
Because we've only kind of run around, like, where these dead grubs are.
So I can get, like, here and there's no fire. Chris?
Oh, sorry, yeah, you could climb around on the wall like the grubs did, yeah.
But not touch the honey.
Yeah, don't touch the ground, that's what's the blaze.
And if you were on that bit of the wall, you could probably get it with your sickle.
Yeah, that was what I was
Yeah,
thinking. So
that's
I'm going
not
to go
bad.
5, 10, 15... And I'm going to try and hang off the wall here.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to bring out Cheney Boy and
Go
whip it
for it.
around.
That's come in more uses than I thought.
Yeah.
For a rusty torture device. Alright, a miss, I'm afraid. Does see you coming around and like buzzes out the way.
I'll just try and, like, whip it back and flick out again.
Whip it back and forth, yep.
24. Wow, here. And what I want to try and do, because before rolling and dealing damage, I want to try and whip it around its wings.
Oh, okay, and knock it prone, yeah?
DC 13 strength saving throw.
Okay. This guy has not failed a single save. He is so strong. He's
Damn
fighting
it.
for his queen and country, He will not. He refuses to go down.
God damn it! And I can't use my bonus action flurry of blows.
No.
So that is my turn.
Okay. It turns on you, Kashan, seeing it's
Oh,
kind of entangled a bit with the chain. Buzzes towards you.
Another 3 damage.
It does take some damage, yeah. In fact, you can roll it again as well because it's. Well, no, it's on fire. It's still on fire, regardless of if the room's on fire as well. I'm just gonna check your cloud of daggers. Does that do damage on the start of its turn, or is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I've got to roll a dex save at the start.
Yeah, it says
Well, that's a fail.
when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Yep. Okay. So you can roll damage again for the cloud of daggers. Failed.
Nice.
Hey,
No.
that's better.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, these little constellations of daggers spin round, cutting up bits of its antenna. It flies towards you, Kashan, and I think her niece would get an attack of opportunity.
I would. Ba-da-ba. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Oh, go on.
That's a lot of damage.
So that's 15 damage.
Yeah, 15 damage because it's already on fire.
Right. 15, yeah, that's right. Just from that. Cool. Alright, well, nonetheless, it's looking really bad, but it will not go down without a fight. I'm going to try and slam into you, Kashan.
Okay. That's
And
a
9
miss.
misses. And then immediately, as it's like up in your face, is pinning you against the wall, trying to find a place to sting you with its stinger, and it's going for the gut. Oh, it misses.
No.
You feel the impact of the stinger against the rock behind you. It kind of shakes where you're holding onto. That thing hits with such force. And as it's trying to yank its stinger free, it looks like it might be stuck. Andy.
Okay.
I'm feeling quite safe back here. I don't really want to get closer to it. I've got my spell up, so I'm just going to give it a good old shoot with back here. 25.
Okay.
Nice.
Stingy.
6 piercing.
And
You
sneak.
got a stinger, and so
Sneak.
have I.
Sneak.
Oh, yes. Sneak. I always forget she's got sneak. Sneak. Boom.
Nice, mixture 5, yeah. It does go a long way, and you can start to see the creature being riddled with daggers and shots, bolts, all the like. Carius might be able to finish it.
Alright, Carius brings out his glaive, surrounds it in booming energy, and swings down for that booming blade attack with his wave benders thing.
Oh, what's the hit?
The 20 damage.
Oh, on the dot. Tell me how you feel this thing. It's like a stinger stuck in the wall. It's got these daggers swirling around it.
This is Carius. He'd be flashy, sort of fly up on his other glaive and just sort of jam through the top of his head. And just like then the sonic energy would just burst it from within.
Oh. Boom. Pops once again.
And then just land back where he was and just be like, I hate bugs.
Bits of chitinous armor kind of land around the flaming honey and then melt away into it. Llewellyn, what would you do?
I'm guessing there's no wings.
Not this time, no. They get blown away.
I didn't think to. I just tell Fernice to follow the sound of the skittering
Yeah, sure.
that we can
Alright.
hear. And I'll prepare a cantrip if they do manage to make it round, but I doubt it. But Fernice,
Gotcha.
it's 5, 10, 15, 20, and then burns. No, okay. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
You can still see, yeah. Oh no, you just rush around and into the corner. They are trying to avoid you, but This flaming elemental encompasses everything and setting ablaze its tunnel and home as it does so. This time you can see what looks to be a smaller tunnel where they seem to be emerging from. It leads deeper and down into the hive.
Oh, it leads down. Okay.
Mm. Okay. And her go?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, yeah.
Ah! Burnies! Oh, that's so hot! No! No one get fire on fire! Irina.
I'm due to lose my fire any minute now, so I
You
need
are.
to get out of the fire. So 5, 10, 15. I can get to about there on this turn, but I can use my action to dash. So I'm just gonna get there. Oh wait, no, I can't. Maybe. Ah, you guys are all in the way.
I mean, if you stop next to me, I'm only going to take half the damage.
Yeah, sorry, Love Ellen.
Oh my god. Well, Ellen, oh dear. Is that the start of their turn, or is it now?
Let me check. Hold on.
I think it's when you move into their space.
Any creature that moves within 5 feet of you for the first time or ends a turn takes. So it's the end of their turn if they stay there.
You know, you could walk through Carius' space and only get Rip Dip.
Yes.
No one cares about Rip Dip.
Yes, we'll go here.
He runs away. You saw holding his movement anyway. He's waiting for the
That's fine,
fire to
because
die.
like any minute now she's just gonna like go pff, and she's literally just covered in soot.
Bad fire. Bad slave on fire.
I just hiss at him like a cat.
Alright. I'm gonna sort of end combat here because this basically, Kashan, as you're trying to make your way around, you just hear the hissing and popping sounds as these things try to attack Bernice and end up just.
I love you all, but you're all assholes.
I mean, we want to exterminate him, right? Does it really matter how we do it?
I was more talking about the way you were talking about Rip Dip.
No, we didn't. That wasn't in character.
I know, that was also... I love you guys, but you're all assholes.
I'm sorry, but he's roped us into being slaves. I'm not going to be sorry if he gets hurt.
He's more expendable than us guys at the moment.
I assume she comes.
He's not really done much to help.
I assume she comes back and is like the skittering maggots are dead.
I'll say around the corner, all you can hear is her laughter.
At least I'm not that power hungry, eh?
She's totally cool, guys. She's fine.
It's not Wednesday.
She's on fire. She's hot.
What it is to be free again. Ah.
Well,
And a little crazy.
definitely crazy.
She just sees the fires around begin to die down, and as does her temperament, it seems. But it seems all the honey is kind of burnt up in this tunnel.
Is it kind of like
And-
solidified almost?
Yeah, I guess so. What is
So
it
we-
like?
It would have caramelized.
So we
Ooh.
send Fernice first, and we wait the amount of time for it to cool down.
Oh yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Yes, it's caramelized, guys.
Pocket me some of that.
Yeah, let's pocket some of that.
Wow.
Love it.
I'm actually curious, does it taste any better or worse than the non-cooked honey?
In some places it's a bit overcooked. In others it's just right, and it's the best.
Can we
Even better.
figure out where those spots are, or
Yeah, sure. They look like the more fresher looking ones, whereas the darker patches, the more burnt ones, we'll say.
awesome?
We'll gather up some caramel.
Absolutely, yeah. Gather as much as you can hold, pretty much.
So,
Caramelized flesh pod honey.
are we all good to go?
I mean, yeah, I'm not one for waiting about.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is going to send Fernie's far enough ahead that as we're walking, it's cooling down like just in front of us. So
Gotcha.
I don't know how far ahead that would be, but
It looks like this tunnel leads down and away from the nursery, and this place,
Yeah.
the rest of the tunnels aren't just completely coated in honey. But it is quite a descent down. It looks like you would need either some way to climb up, like these maggots, or wings, like the hornets, to fly up this tunnel. It's quite deep.
up the tunnel.
The tunnel goes down, yeah, straight down.
Oh, straight. So just like a straight pit.
Yeah, like from these honeycombs, it looks like it's just this dark, black tunnel.
Karis is just hovering on his glaive, like, right.
You can kind of see it looks like a ledge right here, and then these holes right here just go all the way down.
Kashan's
Drop
just
a
kind of like
rock.
climbing on the walls. Just like...
There's more.
I mean, do we want me to take a look first?
I mean, probably a good idea to look down the tunnel before we jump. Look before you leap and all that. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump to the front and take a peek.
Okay. Looking down, your dark vision extends to how far?
I think it's 120 feet.
Cool.
Yeah.
You can see that the bottom of the tunnel ends at about 70 foot down, and then looks like it opens up into perhaps a larger chamber, but you only got a very small angle of it.
How far away is it?
70 foot.
70 foot.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The tunnel. Also, I'll also mention that the tunnel seems to steepen a little bit into an incline. Like at first, it's like a sheer drop, and then it sort of turns into more of like a slide. There's also some honey at the bottom, you can tell.
I will just tell everyone that we can glide down, and I'll pop us a feather fall if we all just want to drop down.
I mean, I was planning just to jump anyway when I heard slide.
I do also have featherfall, or not quite.
But
featherfall,
it would still be like a 60, 70 foot drop before we hit the slide.
Yeah.
So it would be like 76 damage.
You do realise if you send Fernice down there, then it's just going to be a slide of fire, and then it's going to be very, very ouchy, hard, solid caramel.
Very ouchy. Well, then maybe have Fernice go last.
Looking down the tunnel, is it the same sort of honey pockets down?
No, it looks like some of this honey may have just overflown and drooped down and slipped into the tunnel, like making this sort of slide. Yeah, like
So
it kind of dribbled down the side of it.
So it wouldn't be an issue standing on the slide part. It's just tunnel from that point.
Yeah.
It's not pockets or anything.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so it wouldn't be an issue sending Fernie's first or keeping her with us
It would
because
still set some of the honey which is down there on fire. Though.
I mean, do you want me to fly down there and have a scout about before the rest of you come down?
I
I was
think
going to say, do we want to maybe be a little bit more stealthy?
yeah, we'll put Fernie's at the back for now then.
so. Send the stealthy ones forward.
Yep.
That's me. I go.
No, I'm just going to like grab him by the scruff, just like lift him up and put him at the back. It's like, you wait here because if you die, then who's going to take us back?
Oh, that's the opposite of what I was going to suggest.
Arius is the stealthiest of people because he's not touching the ground.
He just sort of hovers down there.
Oh, we're all going stealthy down here. Okay.
Oh, I thought
Seems like-
we're scouting it out beforehand.
Yeah, Carius is gonna go for definite because
Because we got
he
one,
can fly.
4 people already going stealth, so I'm guessing we're all going down there.
Oh,
Stealth.
I was just like being prepared for it.
Okay.
because I can see down the tunnel perfectly fine. So if you guys go ahead, I can see you signal back.
Andy's was not very stealthy, so she probably would be better at the back.
You can stay with me then. It's fine.
I'll start my stealth up here and descend when we're ready. As well, then.
Okay. All right. So who's going down first out of those?
Carius, I guess, because he can descend
I'm
basically.
gonna just move Irene out the way for a minute.
And
Sure.
Kushan can go down as well because
Yeah. I
I'm
mean, he could
invisible.
also just grab hold of the broom. It can carry 2.
that works.
Okay. All right. So
Besides, it's quite traditional to have a cat on the front of your broom.
Don't make me knock you off this thing.
No, I was waiting for it.
The time
Calm
is
down,
not
Jimmy.
right. The stars are not in position.
Calm down, Gigi.
all right. So then, things. Whoops. Got on you guys there. Carius, as you hover down slowly all the way to the base, you can see. You got dark vision. You have that.
Yep, I'm a tiefling.
Okay, you open up into this massive chamber. Seems to be pocketed with loads of holes, almost like a highway of different tunnels, leading off in so many directions you can't even count. There are small puddles of honey, sort of lying around the place. Maybe it's still being sort of processed, perhaps. And right near the back, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Gotcha. Perception, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
those-
'cause
There we go.
Sean's better.
Mhm. Did you say you're featherfalled as well, guys?
We're flying.
Are you okay? Right. Cool.
I'm on my glaive, and Kashan's holding on to it as well.
Okay, gotcha.
Kushan sat on the front of it, apparently.
You're sort of looking around, keeping your eyes on the tunnels, Carius. There's potentially like over like double, like 24 ways you could be flanked in this place. But Kashan, you're keenly aware of a very, very loud buzzing in the distance, and it sounds nothing like the drones before, which were like kind of like zipping around. This one's more like this low, bassy drone, like.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think I hear the queen. The queen.
It's the queen.
Wow, it's at least considering we can communicate telepathically still. It's clear down here, but there's a lot of paths we could be attacked from. Not exactly the best place for a fight.
Perhaps there
Well-
might be a way that we can smoke them out and fight them in a choke point. Perhaps where we were just fighting, if we can get enough fire and enough smoke down here, then I mean, I hate to say it, but they will all be coming out full force, but it means that there's only one place for them to go.
How big does the chamber look?
Big.
Chamber is the one you're in. It seems to be a smaller one that connects to this larger. The small one you're in is about 35 foot long by 29 foot. 30 by, we'll say 35 by 30. And the massive chamber looks to be about 80 foot long, in both directions. But you can't see all the way with your vision. There appears, because otherwise you'd see what you heard that humming from. The chamber looks like it goes further back, perhaps. Oh, well, it's over 60 foot at the very least, because you can't see to the back.
I mean, if,
What I'll do is I'll try to like place you guys on the map so you can maybe see a little bit better.
Gotcha.
if I went down instead of Kashan with Carius, I could definitely get their attention by popping a spell that's 120 foot radius, 120 foot diameter.
Well, you have Fernice. I mean, she's not an apparition, a summon, isn't she?
Yeah, she can wait behind.
No, what I'm saying is you send her in, she pops off a few whatever she does, fire, and sets the place ablaze. They come running out.
The problem, of course, is if there's this many tunnels honeycombing all over the place, we don't know if they don't have another exit.
I think that's what we closed off before, wasn't it?
Well, we closed off some exits, but that doesn't mean those are the only ones. I think
Yeah,
that's...
we did establish that Irina has probably looked at hives before, and they probably have got more than one exit elsewhere.
So then we do have to go in there. Andy, I don't suppose you still have that boomstick.
I do have the booms. I'm really excited to use it.
You hear clapping. I'm so excited.
we also have the
God,
slight...
putting them together.
Yeah. We also have the slight issue that we don't know how big the queen is, and if she can even come out of these tunnels if we're planning to fight her.
Exactly. So, I mean, we can come down here and fight it, but it's going to be a tough one. I mean, maybe they might be deterred once we kill the queen.
So what do you think? Send Fernice down, or?
Well, Fernice is coming down regardless, so...
But I mean, like, in terms of who's going first, do you want me to send Fernice down to get their attention?
Oh, gee.
And then once they're all out, I could pop my spell, or you could throw the dynamite stick. What would you prefer? But like I said, my spell is like 120 diameter, so I could probably get this whole area, almost. But we have to actually get them out. If you didn't see any down there,
We didn't. Oh, I can hear what is most likely the queen, but we can't see her, or I can't at least.
Oh, I can try to sneak a closer look to see if I can spot anything.
No, no. Because if they've already
Well-
heard us and they've already sent something after us, then
There is, of course, one other option to send scouting ahead, and I will point to Taklo, who's probably been hiding in my clothing this entire time.
yes.
Yeah.
what about Rip Dip? We send Rip Dip. He wants to kill the queen.
I mean, someone
No.
just make a decision. For the queen!
She starts playing like the music like you get in the countdown shows.
Right, I'm going to send Taklo to at least get a better idea of what the queen looks like and what sort of numbers we might be facing down here.
Oh yeah, my raven.
Big angry wasp.
Angry stinging.
Angry.
With one of those big fluffy coats and a tiara.
Yeah.
Can Taklo fly?
Yes, it's a dragon.
Holy crap!
Taklo can roll me a perception check as it descends into the dark hive. And does it have dark vision?
I'm pretty sure it does. Let me check. It has keen senses. No, yes, it does. It has 60 foot of dark vision as well as 10 foot of blind sight.
Alright, in that case you can roll
Has-
just straight roll.
She
Yeah.
does the Julie Andrews wave with her antenna. Thank you for being here.
So it's a
Thank you.
D20. 10. I mean, if it was by smell, I'd have advantage, but
Well, you can
oh no,
definitely
wait. Pseudo Dragon has advantage on perception checks of line, sight, hearing, or smell, so I do have advantage.
Okay, alright, go ahead.
Now, 10 was the best.
Okay. Okay. But wait, did I just reveal too much?
You revealed
Okay.
what
you
looks
see
like
is-
a spitter on steroids.
Yes. So Taklo flies into the back chamber, seeing there are loads of little eggs. There are more splats of this honey lathering the walls and floor. There are tunnels every which way in that, and the buzzing seems to be coming from that. Um, and as it gets right into the back, it looks around, and you can see there are these chambers, these strange like membranes at the top. They look like, I guess, almost like prison cells, right? With these hexagonal kind of doorways.
Yeah.
Just as it's sort of examining them, it perhaps sees something like movement in them. That's when suddenly something descends from the ceiling. This
And
humming suddenly emanates from it. And, well, I'd like Taiko to roll me its initiative.
Oh,
Okay, just let me check something. Yep, okay. So initiative for Tackler.
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't want that. So, but, what is my familiar's initiative? I think it's just a +1, but I know what I'm going to have Tackler do instantly. Oh, nice, +2.
Okay. So, what did he get?
10.
Cool.
I love it.
Oh,
Stingy
okay.
mama.
Well, one chance to get away as you see this thing emerge from the top. This massive insect that has two sets of wings with these look to be like hyper evolved, like wing, I guess. This allows it to hover and at the same time move at incredible speeds. It has multiple legs and there's this massive stinger at the bottom that looks like it could go on the end of like a ballista. But here you go. You see the big mama. And okay, Taklo can go.
Yep.
Go.
Tacklo is basically using their full. What's their flight speed? Full 60-foot flight speed. It's just like briefly shares its vision so that I can see it, and then it's just like. Bye! Flies off at full speed.
Gotcha.
wow.
Please change it this way. I'll put this under the map. Oh, not that one. What did I just do? Wrong one. I'm gonna put the other thing on the map. Oops,
Whoop.
that's the way I got it. So yeah, these are the kind of like chambers you saw above it. They're not actually there. I'm just putting them in the corner so that they're another layer to the map, effectively.
Okay.
All right. So, as Taklo flies back, this huge humming and droning starts to get louder and louder. And as it flies back and into the chamber you're in, you start to see Queen emerge. You hear a like loud thud as it kind of lands onto the ground and starts scuttling its way through.
Oh,
Yeah, Karish just sort of goes, yeah, the queen ain't stationary. She kind of looks like one of those spitty ones, but with wings and lots of legs.
Oh,
So
boy.
many legs.
That sounds like a dream.
Okay.
There's
And-
also these weird, like, prison cell of honey in there.
lower me down. Lower me down.
Can we run away now?
Just, I need to be really careful if you guys get up close and I'm popping shots at it.
Oh, I am not getting close to that thing.
Yeah.
I want to get close to that thing.
All right, so guys, how's this gonna go? Do you want to?
Geronimo!
I still think I should be lowered down first because otherwise I can't use my spell because it'll affect all of us. Otherwise,
Did you say it looked like there was nothing else in there? it was just the queen at that time.
At that time, yes, but now Tycho's fled back. You have no idea what's changed.
First of all,
did you
you
not
keep
see all
those
the-
eyebrows down. I know what that
Silver,
means.
yes. It looks like it made a decision itself to guard its eggs at the last moment.
Okay.
Nonetheless,
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing.
I mean, if you're wanting to launch off a spell, then get your butt down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I just
I'm-
kick Llewellyn down? If he's not moving.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Let's just do this. Let's just try and destroy all the eggs and get as
Yeah.
much.
Let's do it. Let's
And,
do it.
Whereas a moment later, you hear scuttling coming up those tunnels.
Oh, this is better.
There we go.
This is better.
Start to see them emerge. Well, down the distant tunnels. Sounds like it's go time before they perhaps amass and surround you.
Yeah,
So
let's
roll
do it.
initiative.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do what Kashan did, but with Carius, lower me down, and I'm gonna prepare it for when I feel I can see enough emerge to try and get maximum damage.
Gotcha.
Oh no,
Alright.
we're outnumbered.
I rolled it before you cleared it.
But I've
Oh,
already got the spell prepared on the way down.
Irina's initiative is terrible, man.
Right, I'm gonna grab a drink.
Ooh, that's terrible initiative. Oh my god, it's not even done it. Why is it not done it? I wish I had that initiative.
Right. Oh, God.
Luckily, I pre-prepared my spell, so it is already set.
Oh, God, and we've got rage peds as well. That could be bad if that gets the wrong people.
This is fine. This is all fine.
Worst comes to worst, we can always sacrifice Rip, Dip, and Run.
so mean. Yeah.
Just take him. No one likes him.
Wow.
You
Trying-
can rip, you can
try-
rip and you can dip all night.
He's trying too hard to be snug. He'll never be snug.
Okay.
He certainly hasn't sold himself well enough to be snug yet.
No,
Snurg's the best.
he was. He is.
He is. He's still alive, thank you.
It depends which dimension.
He's still alive. I don't care what you say. He's alive.
Oh, okay, well, Rip has just gone there for 20 minutes. So sit down, everyone. That's how he does it.
Oh god. He's ripped up going down first.
Okay, we'll put them up the top. Right, looks like we're all in order. Is Bernice on 10 order?
Oh yeah, Fernie, sorry. 17.
Need to click her token next time.
No, she hasn't got an initiative thing on her token.
Click
So
her
I-
name.
So I just do it on her.
Yeah, but you can still click the token.
Okay, sorry.
Right.
It was 17 anyway.
Yeah, it's on there now.
I just.
There we go. Alright, cool, we're all in order.
Kind of.
Yeah. Alright, everyone ready?
Yep.
Do this. Alright, so as you hear the sound of that droning getting louder, it suddenly picks itself up from the floor and begins hovering about. Well, this chamber is massive, so I'm gonna say at least like 20 to 30 foot off the ground. Yeah, we'll say 30 foot up. You can hear scuttling as more of the spitty boys emerge from the tunnels. And who knows what else is on its way. But for now, we'll start at the top with Riptip, who immediately starts growling, picks up his spear, and rushes forward. You see the fur is standing on end, and his mouth suddenly like dares these gritted canines, and there's almost like a bit of foam in his mouth. He rushes forward with bloodlust in his eyes, seeing the queen. He's like, "Ah, a stingy mama! Kill it! Kill it!" 20, 25. This right here is difficult terrain. Anywhere there's honey is like sticky, and you have to be careful as you're moving over it. But he does get to there by dashing. He dashes into the middle. He's like, looking around like a feral beast. Okay. One of the three boys. Okay. Yeah. It's just gonna hold itself there. Hold its action. It looks like it's like retching up some mucus. Getting ready for something. And likewise, so is this one. Okay, on initiative count. Wait, that's not on its turn. My bad. Yeah, they've got two of them, separate initiatives. Anyway, so that's right. Initiative count 20. You can have one of these layer actions. Yes, indeed. Okay, it starts buzzing this tremendous droning noise. It sounds like it's almost intermittent, as if it's perhaps communicating with something deeper in the hive. And we'll see what happens on that when it happens. But for now, its layer action is this constant droning. Alright, Carius, you're up.
Right, Karis is gonna open up the ball game with one of these.
Oh,
My stupid other thing that's not meant to be on but is on. Stupid swimming blade. Need to remember to untick that. Ignore that, and I will place this in place. I believe I have a.
you should have a spell cycle for it, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so.
Oh,
that's
god.
pretty.
Oh,
Let's go
That's so
there.
cool.
yikes. Okay,
So I
put it-
need a strength save from the pair of them.
Okay. Actually, I need a strength save from 3 of them. Because something in the darkness suddenly reveals itself as this storm sphere in this huge dome manages to hit a couple of the stalagmites here, and something coiled around it is revealed.
Oh boy.
There was a Rageapede coiled around like a snake, and
Oh.
suddenly its movement gives its position away effectively. So,
Okay.
well done for hitting 3 of them, in fact.
Can I release my spell now then?
1 second, let me do the saves first.
Yeah, once you've done the saves.
Okay, what was it? Strength save? Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
That's hidden shit in the room.
Okay, that's a fail from the spitty one. Rageapede. Didn't roll. That's a pass from him.
Yep. So no damage for those that pass.
And then finally, the Stingy Mama gets a whopping 19.
Okay, and then the stingy mama, because she is within 60 feet of the center and is technically in the sphere at the moment. I get to roll this with advantage. I am going to launch a lightning bolt at her as a bonus action from the sphere.
Nice.
So that would be using my spell attack. So
Oh no,
this
you're
is-
wrong.
So RG20 plus 8, and then so the 14.
14 to hit.
Yep, unfortunately.
Is not a hit, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Looks like the lightning just sort of arcs over its chitinous armor, having not much effect there.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay,
That's my turn.
I'll lend your go. Alright. How much damage did the ones fail to take?
7.
Okay. What's the
And
12?
the area is The 12 was Booming Blade, which shouldn't have been on.
Oh, okay, right.
So
The ones
and
you
just
pass take no damage.
yeah, and this is difficult terrain, and anything inside it has disadvantage on perception checks related to hearing.
Gotcha. Alright. I'll end Garrus's go. Furnace is up.
Can I release the spell that I had readied before we?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can do that now.
Because
What was it?
it was my Circle of Death. Just to, because it seems like there's sneaky stuff in this chamber anyway, so I'm thinking of just.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Let's
Yeah,
just.
Circle of Death's fucking huge. Apologies for the
Wow.
I'd pull it a look. Oh no, but then you get ripped up, so.
What a shame! I happened to get.
The
No.
edges. Oh yeah, it does as well.
Just
You've been making death circles.
Interpreting dark magic.
just happens to be in the circle. What a shit! And I'm kidding. I'll pop it back one.
just there. Okay. Woo.
Yeah.
The
Well,
strength test, con save from everything?
let me have a look. I think it might be Dex.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's con for necrotic
Con. Yeah, it's
stuff.
con. That one passes. So fail, pass, fail.
Yeah, you hit something that you don't even see. Likewise with the Storm Sphere. Alright, another one.
Fail.
Hey.
That's an initiative roll.
Oh well, it's still a fail.
And that is
Please don't roll all ones again.
not great. 4 ones this time.
my
Every time. Worst necromancer ever.
So yes, you indeed do some crazy dark magic, which suddenly makes the whole room go even darker than it was before. The honey starts to slowly like rot and bubble. You see maggots writhing in the ground, and the buzzing sort of goes as if it's sort of struggling to stay alive. However, you also hear something unseen as something coming up the tunnel emerges and then goes straight into the Circle of Death, which was here on the map.
Ooh.
A hornet flies right into it as well, and gets because he's technically up the tunnel right now, but he's
Yeah.
taking it regardless.
And whilst this might not be important, that technically also goes 60 foot up and 60 foot down.
Yeah, that hits the queen then, doesn't it? Sure. Alright, so Remember takes her first amount of damage, which was 20.
20.
Oh. Okay. Yep. The rage was her DC is 19, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the only thing that actually survived or took
Sting
half of
bug.
it. Yeah, because he's up the tunnel. Alright. Okay.
Ria's back just as he feels the necrotic hit him.
Alright. Okay, now it's Furnace's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge her in now.
The necrotic energies seem to fade away just a moment later.
15. Actually, it'd be 5, 10, and then
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm just warning you, that will set ablaze the honey, which is right.
Is there a way she can get past?
She can. She just walks over the honey.
Is there a way she can get past without setting the honey ablaze?
By the looks, there are 4 other tunnels.
Sure, I'll have her slide past me and go through this tunnel here.
Okay, right. Sure.
Where will she pop
You
out?
can roll me a d4.
1.
Okay, you can roll me a d6.
4.
Okay, all right. It's going to take a little while to get there, but does she dash if she's kind of moving through this tunnel?
If necessary to get to the other side.
All right, sure. Eventually, Fenice, through these winding tunnels, as she turns into like this flame wrapping itself up, you can move through a space as small as an inch, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Effectively just squeezing her way through these mesozyme of tunnels, eventually emerging from one of these tunnels right here.
Huh.
Yeah. It sort of goes up and wraps around and go through this maze, eventually emerging right there.
And that's all the movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, this thing seems to be shocked to suddenly see an enemy come right out, and it will turn and fire its acid spray. It can roll me a dex save. Funny.
17.
That's a pass. You take 6 points of acid damage. Andy, you're up. That was close. You could have got set ablaze just then, but Funny took a different path.
Yeah, thankfully.
Okay.
I really don't want to go down there with all those bugs. But literally everything that I can do, I'm gonna have to go down there with all these bugs. Yay. Yeah, she's gonna have to. I can't stay up here. Not even my spells have got a long enough reach for this.
Okay.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
You can get to like this hex with your movement.
Yeah. And she knows from, previous experience, even going invisible didn't really help masses because they can feel the vibrations.
Sorry, I'll say that again. Sorry to mention it again. This is difficult terrain on the hunt again. So you can get to about here before it's. So you get like just the entrance.
That's fine. That's cool. That's the case. I'll just shoot an arrow at the little kind of spitty sucker for now.
Okay, yep, fire away. Look very damaged after the spell. 12, I'm afraid, does clatter off of its hide armor.
Alright.
Okay. Anything as a bonus, or are you ending a go there?
No bonus yet.
Okay, Kishan then.
Okay. So just a quick one, because I've been on Carius's broom.
Yeah.
Would
Still on it.
still on it.
Okay then.
That would, of course, mean that I'm stationary and can use feline agility.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool. So just a quick question, because obviously this is difficult terrain. So that would normally take 40 feet. So would that be 60 foot of difficult terrain?
It costs you 70 movement to get here.
70.
70 to get there.
Perfect. So I'm just going to use the rest of my movement to rush up. And gonna start going to town.
Alright, so you sludge your way through this honey, getting all sticky in your fur, getting matched with it. But eventually, you bust free from the entrance, leap over Riptip, and go for this punch.
Well, I'm gonna take out my quarterstaff or my bow staff. Slap.
Whack. That's a hit.
24 to hit. And you said this one was looking rough, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was looking pretty bad, but
Okay.
it's still alive after that. Just barely. You see the crack all across its skull. Oh, that's a hit as well.
Oh, max damage.
The second one will split it into.
Perfect.
That one's down.
And that is going to be my turn from now.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so it starts its turn in the storm sphere. This is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
5, 10, me. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, this one just has to dash to get out of it and positions itself there. Alright, meanwhile, down the tunnel, this thing emerges. Yep, it's another one of those flesh pod hornets. Come to the aid of its queen. And let's see where it gets to. 60-foot flight. Hey. Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
It definitely flies straight into the fray right here. And goes for a slam attack on the side of Yuka-chan.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Whack. 25.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Takes 16 points of bludgeoning, and I need a strength save from you.
Jesus. Strength save? Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Right, so. See if you get knocked off your feet.
No.
Oh, no. You get knocked prone, and it's positioned itself over your body. It's like this kind of Shelob and Frodo situation going on right now. And comes down with a stinger onto the ground with advantage. 21. Take some. I need a con save now.
No, you don't, because I'm immune to poison.
Oh, well, there you go. It goes in, injects you, and you're like, more honey. But you do take 9 points of piercing regardless.
And you've got eggs in you.
And,
No.
I'm offering it.
Yeah.
Well, it would normally be.
No,
eggs,
because
but
we
this
spoke
is
about
a
that
poison-
last time.
Yeah, you have to be effectively like a poison condition. So yeah, you're okay. Effectively, you look down, you see this kind of thing trying to be injected into you, and your body just rejects the poison and pushes it out. All right.
Fuck, that's a lot of damage.
Okay, finally the queen. Feels like forever to get here, but it is time. Okay, this thing flies up even higher. How tall is your storm sphere?
A 20-foot radius, so 20 foot up.
It will have to fly up and over it. Did you center it like in the middle?
Yeah, so
It
that's
was like
where-
20 foot to the ground, 20 foot up.
Yeah,
So right, so it can fly. So it's got to fly 10 foot up, effectively, which is difficult terrain. So it uses up 20 foot of its movement. After that, we'll have to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay.
Oh no!
So it hovers right up and into the air as high as it can get. And seeing you prone on the floor, Kashan, is going to make that perfect opportunity to bring down its huge mandibles and try to bite you. Yep, it's so. Okay, one sec.
I don't know why, but in my head, when Sean gets like infected with these, I just imagine him sort of like retching and just spitting them out.
Oops,
Ew.
sorry, I didn't mean to roll that many times. Alright, the first one is a 25 to hit. You take that. Okay. Oh,
God.
that's not fire damage, by the way. That should be. That's what I was trying to change. So, you get absolutely mauled by these mandibles as they rip into your flesh, and you do take a whopping 33 points of fire damage. Sorry, piercing damage. And then I need you to make a con save for the Oh wait, no, not for a con.
I'm muted.
no.
Sorry, it was
You-
just 33.
33 from the piercing. The fire damage is instead acid damage.
Oh yeah, so I'm down.
Okay, Sean is down. In that case, you see this from the mandibles. You see, like similar to the spitty boys, this acid suddenly spew out from its mouth and coat Kashan's fur in acid, burning his body away. That will end its go. Because double checking, no, it doesn't have multi-attack. It just has one huge hit, like a truck. It's like all or nothing. Irina, it's your go.
Oh no!
It's also got body grappled as well.
This makes things difficult. Oh.
Scary.
Okay. 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 Yee. Sorry, I'm just
I have to.
Oh, Kashan.
okay. There's only really one thing I can do right now to help. And I need.
What the heck?
I need.
Did I roll the exact same as you on Furnace? There's something coming up the tunnel behind Furnace. We'll get to that.
That's great. That's great.
I need Big Mama to make me a Constitution saving. Wait,
Yeah.
no, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Okay, it's not great wisdom. What are you targeting it with? As well?
Oh.
Old monster, one of the most powerful effects. However, we'll see how it goes. So, wisdom 17.
That is my DC.
No!
Actually, with a +0, that is never fun when your spell is all in. You try to hold focus around its wings, but they're moving around too swiftly. This creature is such a size and temperament that it refuses to be held. It is the queen after all.
And that's me out with spell slots, you guys.
No. Hail Mary. Damn it. You want to make any movement? Then the sticky honey.
Not really, but we need to get to Kashan.
Let me do it.
If you, on my turn, I can get Sean out of there.
I can try to give you cover, but that's about it. I can't. Everything I do risks blowing everybody else up at some point.
Yeah. Well.
So I'm gonna stay where I am because I can fire from here.
Sure.
I just have to be very careful.
Yeah. I'll say though, you've only got like clear angle of view from like.
I know that. I know. I'll move as and when I need to, but right now
Alright.
I don't need to.
Okay then. Okay, the Rageapede is also gonna try and get away from this storm sphere because it is powerful and menacing looking. However, it's got to go the long way. 5, 10. Yeah. Okay, that's going to end its go. Effectively, this huge centipede uncoils itself from the stalagmite and begins working its way around the wall, and it is still on the wall. It's coming towards this stalagmite here. But that will use this action to dash up the Lavellum.
Oh shit.
Come on, your book must have eaten something that heals.
No!
Wizards aren't known for it.
Fireball?
I mean, if you aimed it right, you could hit them, yeah. Might not be a bad shout.
Let's see.
No, no.
Yeah, not on Kishan, not on Kishan.
So it would just about get this one over here as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah, it would.
I don't think I can angle it to get all four.
I
but
think you can actually.
actually,
you
can I?
Yeah,
Is it?
because
Is it,
if you look at the edge of the actual token, the
oh, it's
box,
touching its legs.
effectively, yeah.
Leg damage.
Leg down. Okay, that'll do all 4 of them, yeah?
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with a bit of fire every now and again. Alright. Dex saves from Stingy Mama.
Yeah. 31 damage.
Mm,
Fail.
Stingy Boy.
Fail.
Ragepede.
Fail.
And a Spitty Boy.
Fail.
All fail, alright.
You did more
So,
damage with that than your Circle of Death.
31 points, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
31.
Okay, that incinerates this Spitty Boy before he gets a chance to unleash anything.
Good. Good, good.
Okay, Mama takes 31 as well. This annoying Hornet takes another 31.
Nope.
The Centipede is already looking almost completely roasted. The only thing that seems to be surviving well is the large, powerful Hornet.
That's fine.
Any movement? Alright, sure. Okay. There is something on this turn order, but it's currently not able to do anything. So Ribdip's back up. Alright, Ribdip. Rushes forward. 5, 10, 15, 20. Stands over Kashan's body. Or probably on top of him. Using it as a springboard
He did
platform.
position himself badly. My next move.
Did he?
Mhm.
Well, he's on Kashan nonetheless. I will use his fear attack. Two-handed. Oh wait, sorry. Sorry, no, he's in his feral-like form right now. And he's already. Yeah, he's got his javelin still with him, but he's going to use his destructive claws as you suddenly see him brandish them. I've already mentioned his fur sticking around end, but it looks like his claws have almost elongated as well
Oh
into
my
this
god, it
terrifying-looking
ranged.
creature. Yeah. Oh, it's not great. I will say though, he is recklessly attacking, but it's not enough even with that. So next one. That will do it.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh wait, rage damage.
He's a barbarian. He's got rage.
There it is. There's some rage in there. Yeah. He's unleashing his full thing. I guess
Double the rage die.
Rage
Yeah.
against the Wasp's Queen.
Yes. Would you add double rage? I don't think you
No,
had to.
because it's not a dice roll.
Oh, it's
No,
not.
it's
Oh,
not.
okay.
Yeah. However, he does deal a whopping 19 points of damage. And you start to see his claws as they tear into the armor. It sort of like tears through with little impunity. I'm gonna add that. 19. There it is. I think that's everything on its go. Yeah. He hasn't got Brutal Critical just yet. But yeah, also something else Kishan notices is he pulls out one of his many little trinkets on his side and he slams it down onto the ground. There's a little tiny totem next to Kishan. It looks kind of like a feral beast, perhaps something like a wolf.
Yeah. Yeah,
God,
cheers,
he's a
Chris.
wolf.
Wave,
He's a
wave for rubbing it in.
wolf totem
Yeah,
barbarian.
Kashan notices it.
Wait, sorry. At the top of the layer action, you get to add some fun stuff. So, beneath the tunnels that they've been wrecking through, setting ablaze, they suddenly hear something scuttling with millions of legs coming up behind it. Yes, you have another friend coming up the tunnel behind you. So I'll roll onto initiative. But I can't believe I rolled exactly the same tunnel. The same area on the map and exactly the same tunnel, so you could even block this off if you wanted to, but we'll see what happens. For now, we'll go to Carrier.
Would there have been any honey in that tunnel set ablaze?
Yeah, I'll say there probably is.
I just want to check how one thing on Sorcerer works, because I can't remember how many it costs to do this. Check. It's not that resource requirements then. Okay, right. I'm on my broom, which has a 50-foot flight speed, so I can get to Kashan. However, I am going to use my action to dash to get here.
Yep.
I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points
Okay.
to turn my thing into a bonus action.
Nice.
I'm going to grab hold of Kashan and be like, I ripped it, you're gonna position yourself badly, and then I'm going to use my bonus action, because of Quicken, to thunderstep me and Kashan out of there, back to where I just came from.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Good stuff. Okay, I will roll with... I'll roll Riptid first. Fear not. Or he is not gonna pass, never mind. Oh, it takes 20 points. Okay, and a con save for these two as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Queen
Number
passes.
does pass.
That still takes 10.
And this one takes full 20 points.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm taking me and Kashan basically back over here.
Okay, the warrior hornet right here looks rough now at this point, looking bloody.
Yep.
The stinging mummer is still going very strong. Okay. Well played, though. That was good stuff. Carry it.
Basically the last one. That was my turn, so Fire Elemental.
Oh, sorry.
So how close to the fire elemental is the centipede?
It's coming up the tunnel. You see it emerging. So,
So,
not,
so about
not in melee range, but if you wanted to be, you could.
so
You're kind of standing at the edge, like stopping this thing coming out, but it's just about to.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know. I kind of want to get it into the fight.
Up to you. Just happened to be positioned perfectly to stop a centipede
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Um,
get that step closer to it and
Okay,
burn it.
stop burning then.
Actually, technically, because my teleport, Kashan would be there, because we'd be in roughly the same positions, I think.
Sure.
So, yeah, that'll do.
So 9 damage to begin with.
Yep.
17. And no, the second one probably misses.
Yeah, first one hits though.
So that's 12 on top
Nice.
of the 9. 21.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Start slamming. Slamming her flammable body into that thing.
So how much did I move into its space?
Like 5 foot.
So I only moved 5 foot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get an attack of opportunity.
Go for it. I'm going to start burning this one.
Misses.
Misses. That's 4 damage to that one as well.
Okay, and it's set
Oh,
up
wait. Actually, I have enough space to get into its thing as well. So, 5
you want
to
to
it.
try and get into the stingy mummer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
5 to it as well.
Setting all the things on fire. Alright, will that end your turn?
That's, yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
Right. And
I get 5 foot movement, but not with
There we go.
Snip, snip. Ugh. Picking her feet up, getting over here, and casting healing word. No, yeah, healing word. Was it? Cure wounds. that's
Cure
what-
wounds?
Yeah.
Cure
Cure
wounds.
wounds. So when she's got healing word, she can only use one. So,
Yeah.
and she's done that already. Bang.
Woo! 29.
Nice.
That's a lot of healing. Holy moly.
You cast that, what, 5th level?
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
That's enough to get Kashan back in the battle.
And
Yeah.
now I have to make a death save.
Right, so
You're
Andy,
muted.
Kishan, you awoke and you feel this intense pain, but it's suddenly being eased and taken away. What's happening with my camera?
Demonic Chris.
We're good. Anyway, so the healing magic has brought you back to life, Kishan. You are up and ready to go. Yeah, I'll say that, Andy, if you want, you can even use some of your movement to perhaps lift him back off the ground.
Sure. And she just goes, "Don't you dare
Oh
instinct
god
diet!"
damn it! I was muted. He's like,
Yeah. I
what
was trying
happened?
to tell you.
Did I win?
You die.
Did I?
Right.
Not
Oh my
again.
God.
Well,
Please stop doing that.
you were close to dying, but I saved you.
Thank you both.
And then
Um,
Andy healed you because that's what she does. She's the doctor.
And with that, I'm going to rise to my feet,
And
and
charge back out.
you see.
Fucking Sinbad.
Give that guy a raise.
You see an aura swirl around Kashan as he begins to look a lot more healthier than what he started off with, and I'm going to use my Clarity of Body, I think it's called. That I get 36 hit points back, so that puts me at 65.
Yay! Healthy.
Let's get back in there.
I don't want to go back out there.
So we can kind of survive 2 hits from this thing now.
I don't know if I want to go back out there.
Go.
I kind of have to, don't I?
You don't necessarily have to.
I'd go 5, 10, 15.
Go for a different tunnel and see where it ends up, Kishan. That's up to you.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
I mean, you
I'll be right back.
go through.
Cool.
Alright.
And, yeah, I guess if
Roll
I
me a
wasn't
D4.
moving, feline agility.
I will kill you if you die again.
Detan somewhere and Weep is going, oh dear god, it's happened.
Come on, get a 1 and then get a 4.
It's
you
okay.
have to not move.
Technically, you
can't move.
haven't had a turn since you went unconscious, which is when you use feline agility. This is your first turn since. So
Right, so you
technically,
can
you wouldn't
be-
have feline agility yet.
Okay, that's fine. You can use bonus action to dash if you want to get through and still have an action effectively.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Do it.
We'll see where you end up first. Roll me a d4.
Oh.
Oh boy. Okay, you hear a zapping and surges of electricity overhead, and the light is lighting away. Roll me a d6. Okay, I'm just gonna roll something. Alright, yeah. Kishan, you end up right down here.
Oh, don't put me right there. No! I was just about to ping it. God damn it.
You do. Okay. But yeah, you still got an action.
Isn't
Does-
wholeness of
does-
body your action?
Hmm?
Isn't wholeness of body your action?
That would have been my action, yeah.
Okay, alright. So you end up being here. Doesn't look like anything has noticed you though.
I was
Is-
going to say, out of curiosity, would I be able to sneak through the tunnels?
If you're sneaking, you'd have to move like but to get there, you'd using full movement to rush through.
Oh,
But
yeah,
this thing going off is not necessarily you don't necessarily have to move stealthily when this thing is making a god awful racket.
gotcha.
it has other
Okay.
uses of the damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it is honestly drowning out any of your approach, as well as blocking line of sight, effectively.
5 damage.
Alright. Is taking aggro. Wait, no, let's move this thing around a bit. There we go.
So 5 damage to it.
Yep. One is funny.
I have so
Ooh,
much
rip,
money and I haven't bought any potions.
You know I charge for my services.
I have coin.
Oh. Oh, ripped it. Oh, ripped it.
More like ripped it.
You got to be kidding me!
Again!
He passed.
I passed.
Oh,
Let's take some damage here.
but he is raging.
At least some of
Yep,
that
and now he only takes half. So he's just like, ah, ah, turns around, he's like, he takes it, no problem, and he doesn't even get knocked down. He only takes 5 from the piercing, and then another 5 from the next stab, and then he only takes half from the poison, which is 15.
How long
So
does
he's
that?
still alive.
How long does that shocking sphere last for?
like a minute
As long
or
as he's conscious.
Damn it.
yeah. Why, do you need it down?
3 damage.
Mm,
I can drop it on my turn. Well, I can drop it at any point.
can you
Whittle it
move
down.
it?
Unfortunately not. I wish I
okay.
could.
Okay. How much damage did you take? 3, okay.
Only 3.
The queen is also ablaze right now, and takes another d10.
That would have been it, wouldn't it?
The 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The other one took 5.
Okay, there we go. Alright then. So, turning to Fenice, seeing it is the bigger threat right here. It's gonna try and do something pretty powerful. Attack straight onto Fenice right here.
Come on.
Gonna be a hit.
That's a hit.
And you take 27 points of piercing damage, halved.
Halved, yeah. So that's
The flammable form there, and 15 acid.
half of
Which is not
27
hard.
is 13. 14,
14.
round up.
So
We
it's
always run it,
29 altogether.
Yeah, 29.
29 damage. That's quite the soak from Furnice. However, Furnice is like somewhat grappled by it? Question mark?
7?
I
Immune
think
to grapple. Great.
no,
It's
yep.
immune to grapple. This thing tries to grab a hold of it with all of its legs kind of gripping around. All it does is singe its own body as it tries to lift up Furnice slightly with its movement, but then realizing it's not coming with it, it sort of just stays back down on the ground again.
It also takes more fire damage for hitting Furnice.
Yeah, I'm
It
pretty
does,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Another D10.
Another d10. 4. Only small amounts, but whittling it down.
Yeah, sure. That damage. Still looks like you're on 102.
Oh, I'm not.
You're keeping track of it on Notepad, aren't you?
I am, yeah, because I can't change its health.
Okay, and how much health is it on?
It's about less than half.
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, 47.
That's better. Okay, cool. Alright, Irina.
Okay, Kashan is out of the danger zone now, so I know I'm in the middle of the honey, but I'm gonna go here for a better shot. And the only thing I have left is my trusty Eldritch Blast. So,
Oh, trusty.
14
yeah,
is just barely a miss.
that's fine. So that one and that one.
Oh.
Start
And
knocking into armor, cracking it bit by bit.
that's all I
Still
can
putting
do
it
right
away.
now.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, that's
It's all
my turn.
Okay.
It's going to be a slow process, but
Oh no.
It's gonna chill there and hold its action. Vellum.
Gonna whoop. And gonna do it again.
Jesus.
Can I just angle it? Yep. I'm trying to angle it so I don't get ripped it.
Sure.
Wait, can I? Just so I know, can I just about see the centipede around the corner from where I'm stood there?
It's kind of trying to be hidden, but yeah, it's also holding its action too.
Okay,
Anything.
okay. I was gonna move it further down, but if I can see it, that's where I'm placing it.
Mm,
So yeah, because if I can't see it, then I wouldn't know it's there.
I mean, to be fair with your perception.
I do have
Yeah.
20%. Yeah.
yeah, I'll say you hear in your book, and then you see the tentacle like pointing in the direction of a rage bead, just about to come around the corner and bite your head off, and instead gets right into the flames.
Oh, that was better on normal roll, worse on the top roll, but yeah, 37 and same dex.
When a fireball doesn't work, do it again.
Fail.
Oof.
37.
Roasted.
19 AC.
37.
37.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This thing
that
is on death still right here.
that stupid cloak thing. Well, it's not stupid, but
Yep, the clock.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, Rip just about to run forward, and the flames sort of stop it from jumping in so haphazardly. The queen is looking. It's cool to see a lot of its wings are still managing to maintain itself within the heat somehow, but the rest of its body is kind of like charcoal.
Yeah, I'm not aiming for the wings anyway.
All right, end your go, I guess.
No, it does.
Ripped it. Okay. He's gonna see if he can just turn and finish off this thing. Oops.
Ooh.
Oh man, no, reckless. Aha!
Oh,
Alright. So it will actually manage to hit this one. And with that, yeah, more than enough to slice through the final abdomen of this thing to the ground. After that, Riptip is going to turn to the other and attack again. Another hit. And some more damage. 7 to be exact.
yeah.
Alright. Okay. Rage bead. That's the one over here.
Is it on fire? Chris?
yes, I think so.
So I can't remember if those are immune to being set on fire or not. Or is it just a little...
It's got a
Where's
little marker on it. Top right hand corner.
I'll say because he pretty much set the tunnel ablaze with honey. It's covered in honey, which is on fire.
Okay, 1 damage.
Uh-oh. Jumps up from behind. Ripped it. And gets some damage. This is where the fun begins.
Oh.
Buried under there, though. Alright, 2 piercing plus 3 poison. No? 5. Okay. And the fun part, I need to roll his wisdom save. This isn't good.
What?
Oh god, he's been enraged.
Oh
He
no!
just turned the barbarian into a barbarian.
You just see them more foaming around the mouth. Yeah, that's gonna end this go. Karis.
Right, okay, so Carrius with his broom is going to basically, just what's that exactly, there, want to end there basically, which should be possible with my thing,
Sure.
and then I am going to use my 6th level spell slot and my destructive wrath, so I'm not bothering to roll the damage, to send a lightning bolt at max damage.
Of course, I did.
Of them.
I was even rulering it with my own. Alright. Save
So
for
that's
the range of P.
so. What would that be? That's lightning bolt is 8, 9, 10,
Oh my god, I failed.
11 d6. So that's 66 lightning damage because of destructive wrath.
Destructive wrath. Explain to me, what does it do?
Destructive wrath is my channel divinity.
All
If
damage.
I can use it once per day, basically. But when I'll actually just pull it in the chat.
Basically, all the rolls are max damage.
Yeah, when you roll lightning or thunder damage, I could deal max damage. So that's 11d6, so 66 damage.
Damn.
Oh my god. And I failed to save as well.
It's all 66.
You left this one on 1 HP. This thing, the centipede, even though passing the save, lightning cracked through every single leg and almost blasts. As for the queen itself, it is looking heavily damaged at this point. Lightning just it went straight through the body as well. You see green blood sort of spewing out onto the floor.
Okay, then there is one other thing I'm going to do on my turn,
No
which
more.
is my bonus action to hit it with my storm sphere, and it's just outside, so this won't be with advantage, as far as I'm aware.
Are you still able to
Yeah, it's
dispel?
flying about 10 foot above. Oh no, it wasn't 10 foot above it. It's on the ground.
So is it still in it or not?
Yeah, no, it's in it.
Are you able to dispel it?
Yeah, I will dispel it after this, so I think that's a hit. So, yeah, that's a hit. So then, how much damage does this do? I am not used to this spell. It is another 4d6. So it takes another 12 damage. Not much. And then, because I would have seen Shani's position and want to help him, I will dispel the storm sphere.
I gotta get one hit in, man. I gotta get one hit in.
So many spells coming down,
Just make sure you duck away after you're done, Kashan, please. For the love of God.
I'm all good. I've got this.
I mean, otherwise I'm useless.
Yeah, so the storm sphere's gone now, Chris. I've dropped concentration.
Okay, gotcha.
So does it have the same sort of carapace as the little skitterers? Or is it?
It looks even harder.
So it won't.
But it's all charcoal.
Okay, so it's not.
It definitely didn't stop that lightning bolt either.
So it's not on fire. So move into its space. Takes the 1d10. It's not in flames. 1 damage.
All right.
It's better than nothing.
Damn
it!
Miss. It is a miss. All right, Andy.
Come on, dude.
You're a failure, Fernies. Failure.
Go on, Ferdies.
If only I had chain lightning.
I don't know. I'm just too far away for it all. Let's try something. 'Cause I can't really do anything from this distance. But let me try something because I haven't actually tried this yet. She's gonna put her cloak on.
Oh.
Okay. So you can use your action to basically pull yourself into the astral sea.
Okay.
Is that right?
I'll have
Let's
feet
have a look.
still stuck in the ground because of it.
No, you're on a different plane of existence, I think.
Yes.
Well, just
Excellent.
rules on
That's
this
what I
one. It's quite a complicated item, so I'll just give it a quick read. 1 second.
That's cool. I mean, I don't exactly know the ins and outs of what this does yet. Anyway.
Okay. So you can also use this to fire spells from as well. So as you don the cloak, you feel suddenly these stars are plucked from the actual robe itself, from the material, and become these glowing orbs that seem to float around near your neck. And there's about let's have a look. Yeah, there's a number of them. We'll say there's 6 stars floating around your neck right now, and they feel like they are at your beck and call. It feels like you could command one if you so choose and fire it forward. That's one ability. The other ability is whilst you're wearing it, you feel like your presence here on the material plane is just being held by a thread. If you wish, you can pull yourself in there as an action into the cloak itself, enveloping yourself in the astral plane. And whilst you're in there, you're basically in a different plane, so you can't be affected by anything here, not even the honey or anything like that. But it does say you reappear in the last space you occupied when you return back.
Okay.
So it's not like you can move around freely with it. You can, but you'll be on the astral plane. But when you pull yourself back, you'll return to where you started.
It's almost like she gets teleported back to it. Okay.
Yeah, but it's great if there's a real bad hazard. It's a great way of protecting yourself if you're like, I don't know, falling in a pit of acid. You can just suddenly pull yourself away from that.
It's like a reset button.
Yeah. And for those who play
Amazing.
League of Legends, it's like a Sonya's hourglass.
Cool.
Don't blink!
Okay.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
that's the case,
Those-
I'm gonna
those
try. And,
Yeah, go on.
yeah, I want to try one of these stars, but I think I might move forwards a bit first.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
So I've got my full range of movement right now. Yeah.
Not whilst you're on the material plane. If you use your action to go into the astral, then you can move around freely. But if you teleport back, you'll reappear back to where you last did.
Okay.
But you can get to there and see the whole battlefield take.
Okay.
And these stars, they feel like they've got an extra reach. They feel like they could potentially get towards this creature.
Excellent. That's exactly what I want to do. I guess she kind of like just tries to pluck one out of the air and just like, okay. And I mean, her go-to weapon is an arrow, so I guess she'll try and, like use a fake arrow or imaginary bow or something and fire it.
That's actually a really cool way. I can imagine as you pluck the star, it forms into like a celestial bow, and that's what you use to fire the magic missiles.
Very
When Domiki uses the bow.
Yes!
He just uses the spiritual energy for it.
like it. Not only does it form into a bow, it feels like there's more than one bolt. Like the bolt is connected by these celestial constellations to a number of other crossbows that you have the ability to pull the trigger on all of them at the same time. And yeah, as you do so, you can fire away because this is about to get.
What am I firing?
Basically, just roll. You've got 7 missiles, I believe, because it casts at fifth level. You just decide where they're going,
and roll 1d4 plus 1 for each.
Okay.
It's an auto hit spell.
So it's 7d4, right?
Yeah, I believe so, because it's 3d4 normally plus an extra first per level.
Plus 7.
77 plus 7.
74 plus. Oh my word. Okay.
So do /r space 7d4 plus 7. And you can choose whoever you want these to aim at.
Oh, Miss Queen Bee, definitely.
I was
Okay, all
going
of
to
them.
say, I swear to God, if Ripped It was mentioned anywhere.
You could also select just a single one to finish off this centipede.
Yeah,
This is
that's a point.
on its
So
last leg.
shall I do 64 for the
Yeah,
thingy and then yeah?
yeah, do it.
So 64 plus 7. Oh, nice.
21 points.
Oh.
21 points of this thing, which is incredible.
And then
The one single one that goes over here, you don't need to roll for because you see the as the crossbows suddenly like all emanate around you in this celestial. You pull the trigger on the center one, and suddenly these missiles fly forward, like shooting stars, and impact, boom, exploding on the armor of this creature. It looks very bad after that. It's sort of like reeling in the air, like the droning and buzzing has sort of become very confused. The centipede is exploded by one of them as it just lands and goes through its whole body out the other side.
can they see me right now? I'm guessing they can.
They can, yeah. You're lit up like a Christmas tree right now.
She's just like, wow.
I imagine everyone else just around the entire thing is like, I know what Marina is.
She's like, I like this new toy.
Kashan's pupils have just gone like.
Okay. The last thing I'll mention is that where are you? That there remains 5 more stars still swirling around. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah,
you
you get.
said 6 earlier,
There's 6 to start, and you get 1d6 back at the beginning of each day.
Gotcha, yeah. So that was just a single white burning star next to you, and there still remains 5 more. You can do that again another 5 times later on your turns, but that just shows you the potential power.
The
Like,
fuck?
Oh, you've given Andy a dangerous weapon, you.
it's been worth it waiting up to this moment to happen. It's really cool. However, Kashan, you see the creature is reeling back from that attack.
How high up is it?
It's kind of like hovering, but about 5 foot off the ground because it had to attack you, who was on the ground.
Oh, that's absolutely perfect. So I'm just going to rush up to it,
Oh man,
and I'm going to thwack it.
go right ahead.
Fly, swatter.
Yeah. 16?
Oh, just barely a miss. Oh, you punched right into the wing of this thing, and it just batters away.
And so 18?
18 will hit though.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw?
No, you can't. I'm tough. No, I'll
That's also
I've got to
12 points damage.
what happens?
Yeah!
I'm not like this.
I'm just gonna. So as I come up behind it, I just try and find a spot just underneath one of its wings where I just see almost like one of my key points just flies to it and lights up. And as I thwack it, I just say, "Ah, you tried to put down a cat. Remember, I have multiple lives."
Suddenly turns and just it's gonna go in slow motion with your cat-like reflex. See that each beat of the wing, and then you strike right in time to crack its entire abdomen, and it's seems to like fissure up, and it is stunned.
And does it drop to the floor as well?
Effectively, yeah, it's kind of on the ground.
So flurry of blows. 17.
Yep, that's a hit. That's what you needed. Like looking was a miss. 17's a hit. All right, 8. Yeah. 11. Just about to. Just nearly there. It's on death door.
God damn it! Way is stunned, so I'm happy.
Okay, Rita might be the.
Can't come in and kill steal like that.
Like whack, 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 whack. Really punch, you're just seeing it crack more and more, and its outer shell is just like sitting open, and you see a soft, kind of meaty interior.
It's done. Finish it.
Okay.
Go on, Irina.
The one
Irina.
thing I asked you to do, Cameron, and what did you not do?
You didn't
Wait,
back
what?
away from it.
Oh, I still have movement.
Do it.
Hold
Do
on.
it.
How far away? How close did I? Bear
His
with.
mistake.
Bear with.
Do it anyway.
35. Yeah, 15. Yeah. So I'll move.
That'll do. Just
Yeah. I'm out ski. So I'm just like, ah! Oh wait.
Thank you. You're forgetting something.
My remember all is glowing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just move here, literally sort of stand on tiptoes up so I can get a view over Andy's head. And 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
It's fine, 2 of them hit, so one is the one that makes it combust anyway.
It will combust right now.
Oh, we've not actually seen this.
And
Yeah.
2d6 to combust.
It didn't take my D10 either.
So that's 26 total.
Okay. 15 foot. 15 foot? Oh god, it's a square. Oof. Hold on. Don't want to open it.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Is it 15 foot or 10 foot?
It's 10 foot.
Oh,
It's
thank
It's
fuck.
10 foot. It's 10 foot. That's why I said you were okay.
Okay,
It's 10
Okay.
foot.
we're good.
I
Alright.
checked. I checked.
So, the combustion goes off. 6 points of fire damage, which brings it to a total of 299. And then the combustion goes off, which is an extra 2d6, which on top of Furnice as well, kind of adding fuel to the fire. Except Furnice looks confused. She turns her head to the side as if like, that's strange. Instead of burning from the exterior, something is internally combusting this creature, and Furnice can sense it, and her face lights up. Yes, power, such power. The body begins to look like magma, as if the body is cracking open. Where there were seams in the shell before, they're now lit up, as if this thing is going supernova. And sure enough, a moment later, it explodes with an almighty shower of meat and wings and parts. Legs
I
kind of go
do
this
like
way.
to imagine that when it explodes, you literally see like the shadowy figure in the middle, just sort of arms outstretched, like he's literally pushed it apart from the inside.
Excellent,
Yes. Oh god.
And in a voice that only the creature could hear, and perhaps beneath, because they were in the blast zone, it hears. Spontaneous combustion is a myth. If you burst into flame, someone wanted you to. But no one else hears this except for perhaps Bernice. And Bernice is like, yes, yes. Oh, we'll get along just fine.
Candlewick's voice is like suspiciously gravelly.
Like
It makes him sound quite sinister.
like he's choking on coals. But
I
yeah,
mean-
that right there will pretty much end combat. The cool move, but hey, never mind, eh? Save it for
Damn.
another interesting moment.
Damn.
Woo!
You good?
I need to roll a deck save for Richard. 1 second.
Oh yeah.
It's alright. He'll only take 10. He's still alive. He literally is on 10 HP after that.
Holy
Oh.
crap.
when he went into this raid-like form, yeah, he was taking a lot of hits. But
He's
Rip Dip emerges from the
berserk
fire.
from the Ragepede venom.
So Kashan,
God,
Kashan,
Never mind.
bloody, burned. He just walks over to the queen, just grabs hold of one of the wings
No, 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 no.
and pulls it off.
Okay.
Walks over to Llewellyn and just kind of like hands it over. Just like, just kind of like spits blood to the ground. It's like, well, that's what you wanted, wasn't it?
I put my hand on Kashan's shoulder and I just go, it's okay. I would have got you if you were down for real.
Thank
And as
you.
as
He
you're
just
having
kind of
this-
falls on Llewellyn.
as you're having the touching, what do we call it? Exchange. You suddenly hear Rip Dip's like growling. You see foam around the mouth, and it looks like his fur is almost sort of on fire. It's got that kind of texture to it, similar to like a fire ganassi you might have seen.
Oh no.
Nonetheless, though, it brandishes its claws and strikes at you, Llewellyn, hitting your robes.
Miss.
It's reckless attack. 21.
What's my thing? Yeah, it would hit regardless.
It does hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, at first, you think, God, that's nasty. That's a bit of pain. That's quite a lot of pain, actually. It's 16 points of damage. But then something else. Something very bad is happening right now. As Rip Dip is like, looks like this feral creature going out of control. His eyes are bloodshot, and he doesn't seem to notice friend from foe. Something about him is like infected, perhaps, from that dead Ragepede that's sitting roasted next to it. It will go for its second attack. Oh, boy.
Oh my god.
And if the target is a creature wearing armor, carrying a shield, or a possession of a magic item that imposes its AC, you must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, one worn or carried magically deteriorate, suffering a minus it offers.
Oh no!
Yeah. Roll a dex save, Llewellyn.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, thank fuck.
That's
Imagine
still
if your book.
Otherwise, you still take total of 18 more points of damage.
Fuck.
18. One sec.
Yeah.
So 49. Oh god, he really did a number on me.
He did. But that will end his go, and everyone else can make their action at this point. Everyone can see Rip Dip is in some sort of frenzy. He looks like a feral creature, and he hasn't realized the fight is over.
I'm
You
just
hear
going to
Ludlow
shout.
just say, just
Oh,
kill
God.
this little shit.
I'm sorry, but
No,
I
no,
think
no,
it's
no,
trying
no.
to destroy
No,
the
no, no, no,
anchor.
no, 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 no. So I'm going to shout out. Don't! He's clearly deranged. Let's deal with this non-lethally.
Yep, Karis is literally going to walk up behind him and just smack him in the back of the head with his glaive to try to knock him unconscious.
That would make sense, Paris. You would actually be straight after, so you're probably the first to react in this instance, as everyone else is seeing and probably readying an action to take him out. But Karis, roll me an attack,
Right.
and we'll say that you're choosing to do non-lethal, which is a hit.
Yep.
And he is raging, so you're going to need to go for another.
Fuck.
You got it,
I do.
because he is left on
Let
4
just-
HP.
I
Don't have
can
an.
I can deal non-lethal.
Yeah, I don't have. I can't attack more than once unless I've got sorcery points. So that's the best I can do.
Uh-oh.
I can do it. I can do it in.
You could
3
score 3
turns.
points.
Uh-oh.
I've only got
If you
one
want, you
sorcery
could. I'll
point.
say Right. Okay.
Which
I
means
need-
I
I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw as well, Llewellyn, for that.
Oh, yeah.
2 of them.
Oh crap. Can't fail.
Whoa, no, Fernice.
But I did have a good persuasion.
We
When
did
we
have a
said-
good situation right now. But Fernice, like, looks down at herself, like, I feel very free. Freer than I have ever felt, Laverne. Ooh, the potential. However, I'm in a good mood after that explosive finish, so I'll just sit back and see how things unfold. But for now, I'm gonna go burn some honey. Whee! Actually, go the rock.
Everyone's just panic. Ooh, honey.
I love it.
It's like a
She
fuel
happens to
for
have a
her.
sweet tooth.
Mm. Okay, Andy, you can do something if you want.
I mean,
But-
can she?
You can see
She-
just what's going on. But
I mean,
Kashan
can I
has sort of shouted out, don't hurt him.
Yeah, trouble is, yeah, I don't. I don't trust myself with that thing. I've saved him once, but she won't do it again. My concern is where the queen came from,
Mm.
so I want to head in that direction
Oh,
because I have a boomstick.
Yes, Queen.
You can see into the nest. There it goes not just on the floor, but like layers up and up and up. There are these chambers with these kind of yellowy looking membranes, as if like honey is congealed and become this skin separating these prison cells almost like. They're all hexagonal in nature, and it very much looks like over here. You can see it, loads of these chambers,
I'm just checking the actual
and you can see it wriggling
dynamite
and writhing and stuff.
because I could quickly try and light it against Fernice and then hope that I get there in time.
Yeah, you could.
Usually 1 to 6 rounds it takes before it explodes. Depending on how long the
You
fuse is.
increase that. Yeah, you can increase that fuse if you were to, like, I don't know, use a bit of rope perhaps or something.
Yeah,
If you have any
I'll
string.
increase it just in case. Yeah, I'm sure I
Okay.
should have.
So
some rope.
what method do you use to sort of increase? Are you tying like a rope 50-foot long?
She'll get out some rope and she'll kind of, you know, that rope and that kind of stuff. It's usually got layers to it, and you can fray it out a bit. She'll probably just strip a bit of it off so it's a bit thinner, because I imagine the rope is quite thick and the rope lead for the dynamite is going to be a lot thinner. And then she's got a jeweler's kit, so she's probably got some little scissors in there or something like that, and attach it to each other, hoping that should be long enough. Passes the end of it somewhere around where Fernice is, hoping she's not going to be offended while she's eating honey, and dashes past.
Sure. All right. I'll say you're just up at the edge. There's more honey that you're gonna have to get past as you go in, but probably want
She
to
does
save it.
have, she does have mage hand, so
Okay.
hopefully she can just chuck it with the mage hand.
Okay. Right. Meanwhile, Kashan.
So yeah, I'm just going to sprint up to Rip Dip's side and just kind of like go for an elbow and just non-lethal to the temple.
Okay.
Just knock him out.
Do 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yeah, because he's on 4.
I'm sure I can handle that.
He looks like he's kind of like woozy and.
Oh, sorry,
Wait,
that's a 13.
technically, Chris,
That's
whilst
advantage.
it's resistant, isn't that only to non-magical?
Bludgeoning, piercing. No, just straight.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Sorry, did you say?
Okay,
were you
that's
saying
a
that's?
20. Yes, because he recklessly attacked last
Oh,
time.
okay, that's cool. Ooh!
He's still steadying him.
So I'll just
Health.
yeah.
Like technically, 7 halved is still 4 because we round up. So
Oh yeah.
he brings up his claws and it looks like he's about to like scrape down again on the robes, but he kind of like just falls into the back of them and then slumps to the ground, his tongue hanging out of his mouth, but he's still breathing.
So I'll just kind of like lean over and just say, that was obviously unlike him. This is clearly the works of something in this place. We need to make sure we're looking after these people, not killing them, Llewellyn.
I kick him and walk away. Not Kashan.
The sentinel.
Not for damage. Not for damage. I
Not
just
for
give him
damage.
fucking-
It's like kicking a hard rock, Llewellyn, because at the moment all his flesh and skin is comprised of earth and stone.
However, due to sentinel, you do
I got-
get a thwack round the
Right.
ear.
So you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from stabbing a No, I'm joking.
And I go collect the rest of the fucking wings.
Wings. Yeah, make me a survival check.
Ah, blah, blah.
And this time we will end combat there.
23.
Okay,
Just...
yeah.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Damn. So yeah, these super hyper evolved looking wings are now yours for the taking. They do seem to be extraordinary. They've reached peak performance. They're like almost like glass, you know, but they are very cool. You can definitely perhaps work out how to put them into your book later. But
Yum, yum, yum.
you're holding onto these massive wings. You do check, Irina, as you come over. Roll me an investigation check.
She literally like runs over and starts checking the robes, like as you're trying to harvest like the wings and stuff. She's just like,
Hmm.
They're fine. They're fine.
It's a 13.
13. Okay. Llewellyn's like it's fine. But as you take greater care and look at the detail, it does look like there is actually some thread that has been frayed a bit. It didn't go all the way through, like leaving this massive open patch, but that's impressive. You've seen magical items withstand wear and tear like no other. A blade that never loses its sheen, never rusts, never loses like even a chip. You've seen magical armor never being dented, never loses its shine, and yet these magical robes have somehow been very, very minorly damaged. Not enough that it's going to impair any disadvantage, but it does look like there is, you know, a bit of threads loose from where it's scratched down.
Okay, well we need to fix this as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Wait, Carius just sort of walks over and casts mending on it.
That will do it. What does your ending
Everyone
look
just
like?
hugs you. She's just like, thank you.
I mean, considering I don't know why, but considering he's all about like water and stuff, I'm imagining he almost like shapes water into like thread and just does that to repair it, and then it's almost like freezes shut to stitch. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I like it. Maybe even a little bit of lightning is threading it together. But nonetheless, you feel a bit damp on your back, Llewellyn, but you see that Carius is steadily threading it together.
Oh yeah. It. You said it has a stinger as well.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to make you roll for the second one, didn't I? For the crit. Never actually made you roll the dex save for it.
Oh. Wait,
yeah,
what?
you can roll again just to see what's happened. Because this was technically supposed to happen. Every time you hit, you get a dex save. So this is.
Oh.
It's a bit retconning, but I do need you to roll a second one. It's every time it hits.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. That's what I thought it would do. So the crit did do some damage. As you were inspecting it further,
Oh no.
there was a tear in it which isn't repairable from that mending spell. It looks like this. You prepared the loose thread, but there is one bit of claw that did tear through it. It is lost 1 AC.
Is
That's
that
all.
a permanent thing?
It is a permanent thing.
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Oh.
Don't you dare.
Okay, but this at first you kind of angry and infuriated, but then you also realize this is unlike any other creature you've ever seen. You've never heard of an ability that destroys magic items, anything short of perhaps godlike deities. But this is strange. It's like a power you've never even witnessed before.
Fucking kill him.
But Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Do I
the
think
rope-
the damage might affect it as an anchor?
That will have to be an Arcana check.
Yeah.
I can do that. I can do that. I can do that.
Nice.
23.
23. Okay. Magical items can be repaired, restored, though the process is just as difficult and taxing as it is to create them, and it involves very old ancient magic. You reckon someone as powerful as an archmage might be able to do it or know the process? Off the top of your head, though, you're going to need a very high level spell or artifact to effectively repair this, but it is not permanent in the fact that there's no way to ever restore it.
What I wanted to know was, like, obviously the anchor was like a sentimental thing.
Yeah,
Will it still behave as an anchor even though it's damaged? Is what I want to know.
And on that part, you feel as though magic items, obviously, they're either whole or not. The anchor is likely still intact. However, there may also be a chance that when using it, it would perhaps falter. It'd be like a really slim chance, but there's a potential that it goes haywire effectively in that spell. There's just a slim chance, but it's not stopped the anchor. It's still working, but if there is an anchor, that is, you're not 100% sure if this is the anchor, but
I
that's
believe
just...
it's the anchor. I have not
Right.
any other proof otherwise so far.
Sure.
So it's Stinger. Can I take it Stinger as well?
Yeah, you can. That'd be a separate survival check.
Okay. And then after that.
Carius glances over towards Andy and just like, "You lit that already? We should go, guys."
We should definitely run.
As you're trying to harvest the stinger, however, Llewellyn, you suddenly see it seems to convulse slightly and twitch. That's not enough to get the stinger. Instead, you take 12 points of acid damage as a failed check, effectively.
What?
Yep.
Oh my god.
We need to run.
The acid, by the way,
Yeah.
the acid that spews over your robes is not enough to damage it at all. But it's like some of it seeps through the fabric and hits your skin, but the actual fabric itself is still intact. And if acid can't burn through your robes, but a simple claw from this little furry friend can, that must make them extraordinary indeed. Meanwhile, there's kind of this fuse in the distance is lit. And Andy, I just want you to make a perception check as you're using your mage hand to find the best place to place it. 30, excellent. All right. Just as you're lighting the fuse and looking for a good place to, detonate this thing, you notice that there are small little grubs poking their faces against the membranes. Here they are, little buddies. And so this is kind of what you're seeing against like every single cell. It's like loads of these, and all of them are trying to like break free, or just perhaps they're watching. And then you
time.
Yep, the boomstick is lit. It's ready. There's one more thing you notice. In one of the kind of like lower down cells, there looks to be a human skeleton, very small.
No time to go get that.
So, just thought I'd mention it because you do spot it with a 30. After that, you toss the stick in with your mage hand, and run the hell away, I assume.
Polymorph into an eagle. I grab Andy and I fly up.
Okay, Andy, you are hoisted off your feet and taken up the tunnel.
Still legs running.
How about the rest of you guys?
I'm flying out on my broom, and I'll just be like, Gashan, you're pretty fast and can climb, so I'll take Irina.
Yeah, I
Sounds
actually
good to
just
me.
grab the bottom of like the glaive and I'm just like, nee!
We'll have to carry Rip Dip.
Yeah. The last thing Kashan will hear is Lavelle and God just leave dipshit here.
No.
Oh, Sentinel. You're stunned for a round.
Nowhere near you.
He's the one who's carrying me.
That I'll stun him and carry you.
What about
Everyone else
Fenny's?
It's fire.
Yeah.
I'll watch the fireworks from down here.
All right, have fun.
This
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna
just-
be carrying Rip Dip.
She just walks up right next to the dynamite as close as she can and sort of kneels down, watching it, waiting.
Why can I suddenly see Kashan has ripped it like under his arm like a rugby ball as he's running out of the wall?
Most likely. Ripped it. Oh, sorry, Kushan, do you do that? You lift him up?
Yeah, I'm carrying Rip Dip.
Okay. At first, it feels incredibly heavy, like lifting a boulder. And then as soon as you grab him and lift him off the ground, he suddenly turns into kind of like that fuzzy, furry texture, similar color to your own fur. And it's light as a rugby ball, pretty much. We didn't get round to initially count 20 again, but this thing was coming up behind, and as soon as it emerges from the tunnel, you realize you're not only running from the dynamite, you're also being chased by a swarm of angry hornets that have heard its queen being perished, but there is still plenty of them in the hive. And
Oh, boy.
you know what? This sounds like maybe a mini skill challenge, but before we do that, we should go for a quick break. So we'll say
Break, it's 5 to 10.
It's nearly
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
by a break, I mean
Okay, push through,
the whole
push through,
session.
push through.
I mean, we're going at 160 feet per 6 seconds.
I'm going at 60 feet because I'm carrying someone.
So I think me and Andy are out of there.
Most likely, but there are other challenges along the way I'd like to do as a part of a skill challenge. But if there's going to be hornets, these bugs kind of blocking up your way, there might be other tunnels you can go into, but then there's a chance that you get lost in there whilst the thing's about to blow. Either way, I don't think it's going to take just 5 minutes. But it's up to you girls. Do you want to push through, or are you going
I'm
to...
sorry, I've done a 10-hour shift today. I need sleep.
That's what I thought. But yeah. So when I say go for a break, what I mean is we'll be back next week to see these guys escape the exploding hive. I'm sure they can do it. They've just got the speed of a flying glaive and a giant eagle, but we'll see if they can. We'll see if they can navigate safely past the other swarming insects that have obviously tried to come to the aid. And if their tunnel gets blocked off, they might need to find another passageway. There's also the sticky honey to deal with. But nonetheless, we will see what happens next week. But thank you all very much for watching. We will be back next Friday, same time. But you can also catch us on Sunday, where I'll be hosting Baba Yaga's Dancing Hut with our lovely Cameron here as well as the other crew. Catch us then at 6 p.m. GMT. And then again on Monday, 6 p.m. GMT, we'll be playing Curse Breakers, DM'd by James here. And including also Tank, who's our other player in there. And then straight after that, Tomb of Annihilation as well. The Last Resort Company. As they find their way through pirate-infested waters. But that's all from us. Thanks very much. Catch you guys later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.